songs can fly on the airwaves. They just need a chance to start. Purple songs can grow and hope and faith and fly from heart to heart.
Did you know Purple Songs Can Fly? Welcome to our program, produced by the Children in Treatment at the Texas Children's Cancer and Hematology Centers. Our program is about great music made by some terrific young talents. Now, here are the hosts of Purple Songs Can Fly.
Hi everybody, my name is Emily Freeman and you are listening to Purple Songs Can Fly on the Voice America Kids Network. Today we have in the studio Erika Alvarado, a fellow patient at the Texas Children's Cancer Center that I'm also meeting for the first time. So, welcome Erika. We are very excited to have you here in the studio today.
Thank you very much. I'm super stoked to be here with you.
Awesome.
Meeting you for the first time.
First of all, could you tell us and our listeners what you're interested in, and what you were involved in before your diagnosis?
Well, I was pretty much a bookworm. I was just very focused in school.
Just like what you do for fun.
Really for fun? I was just staying home and studying. I'm not kidding. I'm not even sugarcoating it. I really was just always focused on maintaining a 4.0 and trying to, graduate with honors and all that great stuff that looks good for dental school because I'm trying to be a dentist.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. All right, so tell me about when you were first diagnosed with cancer. How did you know something was wrong, and who told you? And
okay, perfect. Well, the road to my diagnosis was actually quite a process. So it started in 2012, which was like last year.
Right.
In February, I started feeling lots of abdominal pain and, lots of I was always bloated and, it was excruciating pain. I couldn't take it. And so it took up until July of 2012 to finally get diagnosed.
Wow.
And that was with my first surgery. And that's when July 13th of last year is when I got diagnosed with ovarian cancer. And that was a month fresh out of high school graduation. So it was like,
wow,
huge shock.
Right. Talking about timing,
Yeah.
Can you tell me something this experience has taught you or how it has changed you, do you think?
Oh my God, I think it's changed me a lot. And I think for the better. Definitely.
Right, and kind of like your perspective.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. I look at life much more different now. You find yourself complaining about the craziest things, before you go through something like this. And now it's like, even just brushing my teeth and being able to dress myself every morning. I'm like, thank you, God. I'm so excited to do that.
Exactly. Being in your own home.
Yes. And just being, self-efficient again. I'm not depending on my mom to bathe me. Yeah.
I understand.
So it's the best feeling in the world for sure. Just to be independent again and be back in school and working and just, doing it all again, being super Erika as I was before.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome.
Thank you.
So, do you have any, I know I do. Do you have any, special nurse stories that you have in the hospital?
Yes. During my chemo, one of the nurses I had most often was Patty. I'm not sure if you know her. She is on the 9th floor of... Okay. She was one of my favorite nurses because she was just so sweet. Aww. And I really just treated her like a friend. She'd come in and we'd gossip and keep up with what's going on E-News. And, and then same thing goes for Marianne and Tiffany. So those were the 3 nurses that I was just oh my God, all over crazy about because we were just friends, all 3 of us.
Right. So. It wasn't nurse and patient
exactly, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Well, how about a goofy, funny story? Do you have any of those?
Unfortunately, not really.
Okay.
Except for one on the very first night of my chemo, I made Tiffany and Marianne, and I hope they don't get in trouble for this, but I forced them to stay in my room so I can give both of them manicures. And because I brought over my nail stuff, and I was like, you guys, I brought my nail polish, nail files, cuticle oils, we have to give each other manicures. And so I did. I made them stay in for 15 minutes so I could paint both their nails, and they're running off, doing this with their hands, trying to make their nail nail polish dry really
Right,
quickly.
waving their
Exactly.
hands as
Yeah,
they go.
exactly.
Check vitals.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, how did you first find out about the Purple Songs Can Fly project?
It was actually during, I want to say it was my first round of chemo. It should have, it must have been my first round of chemo. It was just really a surprise. I'm sure you know Sarah Ben, the child life specialist.
I think so.
Yeah, so she comes in my room and she's like, well, I have a surprise for you. And it's going to show up sometime this week because the way that my chemo worked was I would stay in the hospital for a week. Oh. So she's like, it'll be sometime this week. Just expect it. Right. So one morning, in comes Patricia, if that's her name, right?
Trisha Fox.
Trisha, sorry. I don't know why I always want to call her Patricia. I hope she doesn't kill me for it, but she knows I love her. But she comes in and just playing this beautiful guitar music, and I want to say the song was I can't remember what the song was, but it was so soothing, and I was just feeling so crappy that morning. And so I woke up and I was just listening to her music, and then we got to talking. She heard my story, we wrote the song, and that's how I was introduced. It was great.
Oh, awesome. All right, so we're gonna end the segment by a song by Megan called Pearl Inside, and she was 14.
I've known Shannon since 4th grade. We've done lots of girl stuff together. She helps me go inside myself. I know we'll be best friends forever. She's like a sister. She's like my ocean. Things get rough. She's the water that lifts me up. She's like a sister in whom I confide. She's the oyster that protects me. I'm the pearl inside. She visits me in the hospital and raise money for my bills. She asks me questions about the doctor and calls to see how I feel. She's like a sister. She's like my ocean. When things get rough, she's the one that lifts me up. She's like a sister in whom I confide. She's the oyster that protects me. I'm the pearl inside. She helps me deal with my problems, to talk through how I feel. Whenever I am sad or scared, she's there, waiting to help me heal. She's like a sister. She's like my ocean. When things get rough, she's the water that lifts me up. She's like a sister in whom I confide. She's the oyster that protects me. I'm the pearl inside. She's like a sister. She's like my ocean. When things get rough, she's the water that lifts me up. She's like a sister in whom I confide. She's the oyster that protects me. I'm the pearl inside. I'm the pearl inside. I'm the pearl inside.
Welcome back to Purple Songs Can Fly. I'm Emily. along with Erika, and you are listening to Voice America Kids. Well, so Erika, where do you think you're going to go from here? I mean, say 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? I mean, what are your dreams? What are your...
Well, definitely, let's see, 5 years from now. So that'll be hopefully admitted into New York University Dental School.
Oh, right.
On the road to becoming a dentist.
So, Erika, where did that kind of come up? What kind of inspired you to become a dentist?
Well, really, it started when I was 16. I was like so fortunate enough to land a position as a receptionist in a dental office. Only reason why I was able to get that job at such a young age was because I knew the manager, and she knew my maturity level, and she knew that I had such a great way of, speaking to people. And she's like, "You'll be great for this position. You're hired." So,
awesome.
Yeah. So,
awesome.
Really, before that, I thought I wanted to be a neurosurgeon.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I wanted to, specialize in peds, but then as the years went by and I, continued to work at that office, I realized that dentistry was definitely much more up my alley, and that's really what set it up for me. I was just like, okay, I could really do this, and I think this is what I'd rather go into. And probably if I would have never gone into that office, I would have never realized like I really have a passion for dentistry.
Wow, that is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so switching gears here, the song you wrote with the Purple Songs Can Fly project, what was your inspiration for that?
It was a lot, definitely. I mean, for the most part, just all the changes that I was undergoing, I guess emotionally, because you start putting your life into perspective.
Right.
And obviously, outwardly, you have to be very brave, and you have to show people that, oh, I'm fine, it's okay.
Yes.
But inside you're going crazy, it's madness, and you're like, oh my God, I have cancer, and my friends are partying off at UT and NYU and USC, and I'm here, getting treated for cancer. Like, what is this? And, so definitely came out of a lot of, what I was doing before, and kind of just, I was really putting into perspective, like, had I died that first surgery, what were people going to say about me, and so that's really, a lot of the thoughts went into that song. For example, like, for me, just being humble throughout life, that's so huge for me, and so I would always think back, and I'm like, what kind of things would people really say, would they say, oh, she was always so stuck up to people, and all this other great stuff, because I've always felt that I've tried to go on about life, like, just being nice to everyone, I don't play the color game, I don't play the popular game, I'm just, I love
compassionate.
Yes, exactly. I love everybody for who they are, and, judgment, I feel like there's no room for that in my life. Life is really so short. There's no point in going around judging people by what car they drive, or, oh my God, she's not wearing makeup, and she's, in jogging clothes.
And that is so hard to find these days. I mean.
It really is. So, definitely that, and just, for instance, with the song, I said there's a part where, it's like we go around with like our time cards and stuff, and we really don't notice the little things about life. For instance, even just, like I said, being able to get out of bed and brush your teeth and, go on and just make myself a bowl of cereal, drive to school, and just notice little tiny things about the world. We are so focused on, oh my God, we have to get here, we have to get there, we have to get there on time. Oh my goodness. And it's like, no, because at the end of the day, it's very unfortunate that it has to get to the point where something like this happens to you, but it does make you realize, like, well, you could just stop and lay in the grass for a little bit, and don't judge me, but I've done it, it's like, I love it, especially like in the morning, the grass is kind of wet, as long as I'm wearing, clothes that are not going to get stained, but I will just lay in the grass.
And they're nice and cool. And
exactly.
Really just stopping
and just enjoying life, like, I always tell people, I'm like, I just want to hug the sun, and I just want to spread love, like, that's really all that I want to do, and just, when people are having a bad day, or like at work, if someone, has like an ugly attitude, I'll be like, hey, like, don't let that affect you. Like, just smile, breathe, go to the back, take a breather, come back, and just enjoy the rest of your day, because there's just no point in letting the little things get to you.
And just look at the bright side.
Exactly.
Look at the bright side. Exactly.
Because, today we're here, and then tomorrow we're gone. And like I said, if for tomorrow, for instance, if I was to be gone tomorrow, I would want people to be like, yeah, Erika, she was so sweet, and she was always just trying to make people laugh and just trying to, make you look on the bright side and just going about life being humble, because to me that's really the number one thing in life.
And being compassionate.
Yes. Yeah. Because, if you're not humble, if, you could be at the top, but if you don't remember where you came from and you just go about life like thinking you're better than everybody else, I feel like then you're not really getting the full,
and there's no point.
Exactly.
There's no point to it.
Exactly. Because I really just truly believe in loving people for who they are. You know, it's like I said, I don't care where you come from. I don't care what you do or whatever. Just as long as you go about trying to be a good person, that's really what matters to me.
Exactly. If you have a bald head or not, right?
Yes. Yes.
I totally understand. I used to have long golden curls, and that was really hard for me.
Yeah. I had 27 inches of long, straight, thick hair, and when I lost it, people have called me, a boy. They've called me a man in public. People will come up to me and call me a lesbian or say like, why are you crazy? Why did you cut your hair? And that's when you find yourself just kind of really looking back and saying, wow, can people really be this ignorant, and can people really have the guts to go up to you? They don't know you, they have no idea what it is you're going through, and ask you something that personal, and it's I think for me that was the toughest part, losing my hair. Actually, I would always say I could go through the surgeries, I could go through the chemo, but just don't let me lose my hair. I really didn't want to lose it, and I actually shaved my head before my first chemo to donate it to Locks of Love, because it was 27 inches of great hair. I was like, why shouldn't someone benefit from that?
Waste, right?
Exactly. And I don't regret that decision, but it was definitely very hard. I mean, I was probably crying every day for like the next 2 months.
See, I had a very tough time losing my hair. I actually, when it started to fall out, I put a bandana over my head in hopes that it would kind of help it stay in. But my ICU nurse had actually gone through leukemia, and she knew exactly what to do. She said, you know what? You could try brushing it out, but it's just going to be a lot of pain. Just go have it cut at the 16th floor.
Salon.
Yes. So thankful for her and everything. We're going to end this segment by a song by Caroline that is called Friends in a Circle of 9, and she was 10.
Swimming, it's calm. The moon glows on the pool. The water is clear and a very light blue, and just a little bit cool. Sitting around in the hot tub, turning the jets on high, talking about all the plans for tomorrow. Friends in a circle of 9. You can hear the bugs making noises, and everyone's voice is soft. There are people talking on balconies, laughing and mumbling far off. Sitting around in the hot tub, turning the jets on high, talking about all the plans for tomorrow. Friends in a circle of 9. Sitting around in the hot tub, turning the jets on high, talking about all the plans for tomorrow. Friends in a circle of 9. Friends in a circle of 9. Friends in a circle of 9.
Welcome back to Purple Songs Can Fly. I'm Emily, along with Erika, and you are listening to Voice America Kids. So Erika, I know I asked you before, but do you have any siblings?
I do. I'm the oldest of 3. I have a younger brother. We're 2 years apart, and then a younger sister, and she'll be 12 in December.
Oh, awesome. Mm-hmm. How do you think this whole cancer experience, how do you think it has, maybe changed them, maybe give them a new perspective?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it changed them a lot. Just because for them, I was always kind of like another mom. I was the go-to person. I was going to my sister's parent-teacher conferences as well as my brother and picking them up from school and just doing all the things that, like, I guess a normal mom would do, just because my mom works a lot. So, she definitely depends on me a lot to help her out with them. And, my brother took it the hardest, I would say. He, was very in denial. And then once he kind of accepted it, he was, like, lashing out on me. So he was very angry. He had a lot of anger built in. And my little sister, on the other hand, she was just one of those who was always crying at the beginning, and she was very sad. And when I was home, she kind of just always wanted to be by me. I guess, she was scared, like, oh my God, is my sister going to die? What's going on? Because she's the baby, so she's been so sheltered. She doesn't know, I'm the first person in my family to ever have cancer. And so she's not used to, all of this kind of, everything you have to go through on a daily. And so she was just always trying to just be by my side and just spending time with me. And when she was at the hospital, just trying to make me as comfortable as I, could be. So
that's great. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so scary when you're told that you or a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer. The first thing you think is like, okay, are they gonna die? Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. Whenever I was told I had cancer, I'm like, okay, am I going to die from this? Yeah. It's a very, very scary situation.
Definitely. And that's why, I always just tried to put on the brave face. You know? It's like, wait, no, why are you guys crying? Because I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm not going to die from this. But of course, in the back of your head, you're thinking, well, yeah, I'm going into my next chemo, but am I going to come out? But you can't let them know that. And not just your siblings, but your family as well, because everyone is affected by it. It's not just yourself. It's not just your immediate. It's everybody that's around you.
And just always look on the bright side.
Exactly. Because, at the end of the day, still have, but at the time, all these people are behind me, just rooting for me and just you're gonna be okay. And so I just felt so guilty that they were so affected by it and they're sad. I can't make their depression or their crying and all the great stuff that comes along with it go away. So the only thing I could do to help them was just by showing them that I was okay. And I was just always trying to smile, always trying to be positive,
and you just have to believe I am gonna be okay.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like on your good days, get up and put on makeup and be your normal self, because then that's when they really see, oh my God, she really is okay. She's okay.
Yes.
And, just flipping through my People and, Vogue and, just doing my, normal routine as much as I can.
Everyday things.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
And, I want to ask you, what about yourself? Like when you were going through your experience, what were some of the things you would do to kind of try to motivate you to just get through it,
Well, I mean, like I said before, it's just like always look on the bright side. I remember walking the halls in the ICU and in the hospital, and I would go by kids' rooms and they were just lying in bed with sad looks on their faces, and I'm just thinking, get up, you're alive. You're alive. You have to enjoy and be thankful for every little thing. And I have an amazing family as well, and so they would encourage me. I remember my brother came to the hospital and celebrated it with me on his birthday. I mean, as opposed to going out with friends or doing something like that, he came to the hospital.
That's nice.
And I mean, you just have to, like I said, look on the bright side.
Yeah,
count the blessings that you have each
especially
and every day.
with family, because I think for me that was like my biggest. They were definitely my biggest motivators. I would just look at them and say, I have to fight for them, because they're like, to me, like I said, really like what killed me during the entire experience was just seeing how affected my family was by it. And so I just really would try my best to smile. And I'm a huge jokester. I'm the jokester in my family. I love making people laugh. Like really, that's my mission every day, to make at least one person and laugh. So I was still always trying to joke around, making them laugh, and just being the regular old me as much as I could, just so they could see she's gonna be okay.
She's gonna be
she's
okay.
Really gonna be okay.
Right? Can you not tell?
Yeah, exactly. And
that's
I think
great.
Yeah, and a lot of, for me personally at least too, just a lot of prayer and faith. You know, I really held on to that, and that helped me a lot.
Faith is everything.
Yeah, I had a lot of conversations with the big man upstairs, and just please give me the strength that I need today, because
you're right.
I can't provide it on my own. I really need your help. And it's really it's amazing to see the kind of things that your faith and your family can provide, for sure.
Exactly. We're gonna end this segment by a song by Rachel when she was 16. It's called I Don't Know What I'd Do Without You.
Before I met you, I was so confused. I was thinking in my head, what was I gonna do? I knew you were the one when I first saw you, but I was too scared to talk to you. Be with me, 'cause I love you, it's true. I don't know what I'd do without you. So then one day you asked for my hand. You said, may I please be your man? When you said that, I opened my heart, and then I knew we'd never be apart. Oh, I want you to see how much I want you to be with me, 'cause I love you, it's true. I don't know what I'd do without you. I didn't know if you were my kind of guy. So I want you to know I'm gonna write you a love note. I'm gonna keep it real and tell you how I feel. Oh, I want you to see how much I want you to be with me, 'cause I love you, it's true. I don't know what I'd do without you. Oh, I want you to see how much I want you to be with me, 'cause I love you, it's true. I don't know what I'd do without you. I don't know what I'd do without you. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Purple Songs Can Fly. I'm Emily, along with Erika, and you are listening to Voice America Kids. So more about your song. It's such a beautiful song. Can you just tell me what you were, what's going through your mind whenever you were writing the song, and what were your inspirations and that kind of thing?
Yeah, well, thank you so much for that. I mean, I really like it, and I didn't even really think that a lot of people would really, we're going to hear it. But
I hope you like it.
Definitely. I mean, I love it. But yeah, mostly just really, one of the initial, I guess sentences of the song is, being reborn and getting cancer again. And I really do, I would go through it all over again. I would, just because, it's something that really puts your life into perspective, like I said before, and it teaches you a lot about yourself, because I know I learned so much about myself through this experience that had I not gone through cancer, I would have never known, you never
would have met the people you've met. You never would have been the places you've been. If it's like the cancer was not a blessing, but
the experiences and the relationships that come out of it,
are blessings.
Huge blessings for sure. And just I never realized that I had such a willpower to live, because before, you always put yourself in those what if situations.
Yes.
And I was always the crazy person that would say, oh my God, if I was diagnosed with cancer, I would just die right there.
I would just
say,
die.
Nope, I'm done. Nope, not going through all that.
Yes.
But that's such a lie, because after
here
my
you
first
are
surgery,
today, right?
Yeah, for one. And as soon as the doctors came in and told me, well, you have cancer, my first question wasn't, am I going to die? Actually, my initial thought was, okay, what are we going to do to get it out of me? Because I'm like, I'm only 18. I still have a lot to live.
Whole life no.
Like,
right.
This is not going to be my cause of death. I know I'm going to die, but it's going to be a 90-year-old woman warm in my bed with 20 grandchildren, 5 adopted kids, and, just be happy, have a fulfilled life.
Yes.
And so, back to the song, it's just really a lot of, like I said, reflection and just, really what makes life beautiful, and to me that's, family and love and, nature is a huge part of it. I mean, I'm not really like a tree hugger.
Well, a lot of people are just totally bypass it. It's like
exactly.
Yeah,
and don't really, like I said, just appreciating the little moments. Go and hug your mom 20 times in a day, because it's really like, when I was going through treatment, like I didn't even have the energy to hug my mom, and I missed it. Just going up to her and hugging her, and now it's like I'm hugging her 24/7.
I know, right?
Just kind of smelling. Her favorite perfume is it's Chance by Chanel, and like I fiend for that smell during my treatment, but it made me nauseous, so I couldn't really like be near her. Now it's like I just like dig into her neck. I'm like, I love it. And I know it sounds really weird, but just that's what I mean by the little things. Just going on my couch and cuddling with my toy poodle, and just the little tiny things that it's like 2 seconds out of your day, but
and
it
it's
makes
like
your day.
Anybody else who would look at that would be like, oh,
you're kind of weird. Yeah.
Well,
what's going on?
Not even that. They're just gonna be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But after going through something like this, you really appreciate the small things.
Yeah, and I'm sure you can relate to that, because I'm sure you have your little things that you're like, well, it's kind of weird, but guess what? I don't care. Like at the end of the day, that's what makes me happy.
Exactly.
So yeah, for sure. And I know for me, it's also laughing. Like I love to laugh. I don't know why, but
and you know this, that laughter doeth good like medicine. And
it's true. It really is, because it makes you feel so much better. Especially coming home after a stressful day and just laughing it up with my family around the table, drinking coffee like 70-year-old women, like the Golden Girls with their cheesecake, but I love it, and that's what makes me happy. And then I can go to bed feeling satisfied, because I'm like, okay, well, the day didn't start out so good, but it ended great.
Exactly.
My aunts live like 2 minutes away from my house. We all live like on the same street, so it's great. We're always in each other's business, and super, super tight-knit family, and I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
That is so cool.
I try to enjoy it to the fullest.
That is so cool. So, Erika, it was great to have you today. Great talking to you. And I just have one more question, and that would be, what would be your message to the world, to our listeners that are listening today? What would be your inspirational message to them?
Okay, well, before I answer that, I want to say that it's been really good talking to you, too. I love having this girl time, and, when I answer that question, I think, my message to the world is just really, love hard, like, very passionate.
Yes.
Live life to the fullest, and don't ever take anything for granted. Even the littlest things, appreciate them to the fullest, and know how to accept when you're wrong, and just, go about your life really living by that motto, because life is too short, for all the other little things, to go ahead and affect your day or your life.
And be upset about the little things. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I would really say. Just love hard, live life to the fullest, and don't take anything for granted.
Awesome. Well, let's end this show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. The song is What Makes Life Beautiful, and she wrote it when she was 18, going through chemo.
If I were to be reborn in this life, knowing I would get cancer one more time, I would in a heartbeat. If not for the moment, then for the people I meet.
we're all so busy with our timesheets, quickly moving from point A to point B. You should not sweat the small stuff. It's a waste of time, funny enough. What makes life beautiful is a never-ending appreciation for what makes life beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. If I could redefine beauty, it wouldn't be what society makes it out to be. It would be an internal view, and how you interact with the world around you. What makes life beautiful is a never-ending appreciation for what makes life beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. What makes life beautiful is a never-ending appreciation for what makes life beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful.
Thanks for listening to Purple Songs Can Fly. We'll see you again next Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Kids channel. And remember, for more information about the Purple Songs Can Fly project, visit www.purplesongscanfly.org. We'll be back with more music next week.
Purple songs can fly.